This is a difficult time for the world economy. Indeed, more difficult than many of us alive today can remember. The global health emergency has paralyzed global economic activity. Businesses and governments around the world are scrambling for ways to deal with the new normal we now face in terms of lockdowns, social distancing, and a dramatic collapse in both supply and demand. India, like all the major economies, has been hit very hard by this crisis. And the businesses which drive India's commercial success are looking for ways to get back on track and for strategies to adapt as they look to the future. UNCTAD's latest figures on India's trade flows show that exports declined by more than half in April alone compared to April last year, leading to a first quarter decline in India's exports of 11% compared to the first quarter of 2019. In terms of investment, India saw the number of greenfield investment announcements decline by 4% in the first quarter, and mergers and acquisitions contracted by a whole 58%. These are difficult numbers for the business community and for government to stomach. But behind these momentous challenges hide a number of potential opportunities, both for India as an emerging engine of regional growth and for India's business and entrepreneurial community as producers and innovators planning for the future. Despite the fact that trade and investments are on track to decline sharply this year in India, like in many other parts of the world, it is our conviction at UNCTAD that this country's economy could prove the most resilient in the region and one of the most resilient in the whole world, perhaps. Foreign direct investment to India has been on a long-term growth trend, for example. Positive, albeit lower, economic growth in the post-pandemic period and India's large market will continue to attract market-seeking investments to the country. It is incumbent upon businesses to adapt to this new set of circumstances by understanding how the global trade and investment landscape is changing. The global pandemic is triggering an inflection point in the transformation of international production, more leaning towards regionalization, more reshoring, and a greater focus on resilience. Businesses and entrepreneurs can take advantage of these trends by carving out new niches in the post-COVID global economy. We at UNCTAD will be happy to continue accompanying you through our partnership with industry group players like the World Trade Center in Mumbai and the government ministries responsible in encouraging forward-looking endeavors. And I want to thank you very much for our continued collaboration.